this new video. Welcome, 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 welcome to Wholeness, Wholeness Within Whispers, 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 Whispers. So, sorry, I got a bit distracted. Welcome. Welcome to this video. I'm not even gonna lie, I have no concrete plan for what I want to do in this video. But I just woke up with this feeling like I had to do something about the feeling of being different, that feeling since you've been a kid that you don't really fit in, or you can't really pinpoint what the thing is, but you feel like there's something wrong with you, even though there's not. When you're young, when you're different, you immediately feel like being different is wrong. And I've had that feeling my entire life, to be honest. And I think I'm not making this video to be like, oh, feel sorry for me or anything like that. Not at all, because I'm actually grateful that I went through that, because it changed a lot for me. But I think that I'm 17 now, and I think that if I would have seen someone talk about it earlier, I was already mature I was very mature for my age. So if I had seen that at like 11 or 12, I think my childhood would have been a lot easier. And I don't think, and I know not a lot of people watch my videos, and that's totally fine. And the ones that do probably don't have the same struggles or are already past that age. Could perfectly be. But this video is kind of an ode to little me, the younger me, who always felt ashamed I felt ashamed for being me, and let alone talk about it. Like, I would never ever talk about it. And I think it's important that I do, for the other ones out there who think there's something wrong with them and that they're the only one, because you're not. And I'm not saying that in a way of like, oh, you're not special, you don't, because I know, like, when I struggle with something and someone used to tell me like, oh, don't worry, I'm going through the same thing, I'm like, yeah, but you don't know how it feels to me. So I'm not saying that I know how you feel, that we're going through the exact same thing, but I do know what it feels like to also passionate about raising awareness and mental health and all of those things. So I just hope that maybe someone who watches this video feels understood or supported. And if you can fall asleep to this, great. Then I just did my job twice. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna say. I just woke up with the idea of I have to do this. I feel like I want to do this for myself. Like, even if this gets one view, I just feel like I have to do it. It's this calling, and I feel like I've had that calling before. And in general, I have a calling of like, I'm different for a reason. Like, all of that pain, all of the struggle I went through, it must be there for a reason. What if I can change the world with that? And I know it sounds so big and unreasonable, and just like when I say things like, oh, I want to change the world, people are like, yeah, of course you do, we all do. But I mean it. Like, I feel like there is something I can add, because my brain works so differently than others, and I've been alone for most of my life, truly. I think I don't know, I've always felt like I was the only one who was real, and everyone else was just, it felt fake. Like, I didn't understand how they could be real, because I didn't understand how they were acting. Like, especially high school was, and still is, but it definitely in the past years, that was hell for me. I didn't understand anyone, the way they spoke, like their interests. I was deep in like philosophy and poetry and the mind, the brains, and at school everyone was just talking about these things where I'm like, I don't know. And everyone was talking about going out, going to parties, and I felt so alone because I just couldn't do that. I tried it, but when I tried it, I just felt so drained and different, and I zoned out. Like, I went to my first party a couple of weeks ago, maybe months, I'm not sure, and everyone was jumping around me, and I just stood there. I was standing still, staring in front of me. I felt like the world wasn't real. But I haven't really felt like that all of my life. The feeling I had the most of my life was just being different, and like, I don't belong here. I'm an alien. No one can understand me. I don't even understand myself. I was terrible at reading social cues. Like, I learned a lot. People never thought I have autism, and I only got my diagnosis this year, and people always said like, oh, no way, she's autistic because she's so empathic, and like, she knows how to communicate so well. And I'm like, no, I learned myself that. But if you put me in a new situation with things I haven't experienced yet, I'm like totally panicking, and I'm very high masking, so I know what it's like to be like, oh, very social and happy and everything, and then come home and you're dead. You're lying in bed. You can't do anything. I have been depressed for so many years of my life. I didn't understand what was wrong with me. I felt like everything would be better without me. I had no friends. And I do want to say, like, I know I'm being very negative right now, but I want to show you that my life was so dark. Like, literally, I stayed at home for a year. Like, my mental health got so bad, and I went to the hospital and everything. I had trouble eating. I developed an eating disorder. I was very depressed. I was suicidal. I did multiple attempts, and I was like, I reached the lowest point ever. the same way. The same darkness that's consuming you. It's crazy, but it gets better. Everyone always tells you it gets better, and you're like, yeah, sure. Like, no, it doesn't. You don't know what this is. This can't get better. But it does. But it takes a lot of time, and I have to be honest, a lot of work too. You have to fight to get better. And I had many periods in my life where I gave up and I didn't care anymore. And the darkness, I saw my depression as like this black, I don't know, orbit or something. And I just let it do its thing. Like, it got bigger and bigger. And my entire body and mind and heart and soul, it was all just consumed by that black orbit and that orbit. So that depression became my identity. Like, I didn't know who I was outside of it, and that was also so why it was so hard to let it go. Because I was like, I need control. I need certainty. And if I try to get better, I don't know what's on the other side. If I keep being in this depression and in this terrible mindset, at least I know what to expect. And people saw me. You know, I felt invisible my entire life, and I was like, if I need to find a way to be seen, and I did the wrong things. I thought that being sick and being so people worried for my life, and I feel ashamed of it now, but back then that was like the most seen and loved I've ever felt, even though it was so toxic. And I genuinely feel so sorry for the things that I put some people through, the fears. But all of that happened because I had to realize what my underlying fears and traumas were. And I truly don't think I would be the person I am now if I hadn't gone through that. And I think this is gonna sound so cringe, but being different truly is a superpower. And if you look at like all the great names, like, I mean, Taylor Swift, like when she was young, she said she felt different. She didn't have any friends. She also wrote in her journal like about how she's gonna be famous one day, and she literally manifested it. And other people too, like there are so many examples. I feel like when you're different, you have a lot of potential. I mean, you always have potential in general, but when you're different or when you feel different, I don't think that's because it's a bad thing. It's like there's something in you telling you that you're meant for more, that you're meant for something else, that it's kind of like a superpower. I mean, I used to hate being different, and sometimes I still struggle, like, I'm not gonna lie. The biggest struggle about being me, for me, is, I think it's the loneliness and the feeling of I don't know, like, never being able, I always feel like I'm 10 steps behind. Like, everyone is in that phase of my age, everyone is like going out, making like relationships, even like romantic or friendships, and I feel like I'm not there. I try to, and I'm good at like online, so like texting and stuff, I'm good at saying things then, but like when I see someone face to face, I'm analyzing them, and I'm kind of taking over their personality, and I really want to stop that. And that's why I'm spending so much time with myself, and that's why it's important that you do the same. Like, get to know yourself, journal about, you know, the first words that come up when you think about truly who you are. If you don't think about what anyone else says or thinks or wants, just think about you as a little kid, like little before ourselves again. And once you do, that's magic. I mean it. I can't even how do I explain this? I'm in this phase of my life where I truly have never felt more admiration for life and for myself. And also, I went through all of that, and now I'm just like, I'm gonna use it, like I'm gonna show it to my demons, to the people who didn't believe in me, to myself, to little me, to all of the things I went through. I'm gonna show to them that I can do anything I want. I can achieve anything I want. I can achieve my goals. And there's so much I want to do. There's so much I want to achieve, and I know I'm going to. I just know my name will be known one day. And I'm not saying that in like in an ego-tripping way, or I know that it can very, very easily sound like I'm selfish, but I spent my entire life hating myself. I absolutely hated myself, and I don't want to apologize for being me anymore. Why should I apologize for believing in me, loving me? That's how you get to the top. I think the most important thing, and all of the things I'm seeing right now, by the way, I'm still in the process of it too. Like, I'm not telling you, like, you have to do this because no, it's like, I'm saying this to myself too, because we all need to learn, and that's okay, and we can do that together. And I've always heard from everyone that I'm like the kindest person they met, and so sweet and everything, but I let that go too far. Like, I became very people pleasing, and like I totally didn't respect any of my own boundaries, and I just did everything for everyone. And I feel like there's a difference between, being nice and just having no self-respect. Like, I can be a kind and good person even while standing up for myself, believing in myself, saying no to people, cutting off people who are just toxic. And that's also one of the biggest lessons I've had to learn. It's not your goal in life to make everyone like you, or to make everyone love you or accept you, because not everyone, sadly enough, is a good person. Not everyone is. So why would you want to be accepted by someone who makes, who doesn't align with your own values and your own ideas? It's just, it's impossible to fit into all of the ideas people have of you. And that's why you need to create your own idea. Like, you need to envision, if no one else mattered, not your parents, not your girlfriend or boyfriend, not your friends, not your enemies, not even the closest people to you, if no one else mattered and you had the chance to envision how you want your future to be, what would it look like? And one day, you're just done. You realize, like, you have life and you have death. Those are the two options. And I was very close to death. Very close. And then I realized how magical life is. It sounds stupid, I know that, but you have to be grateful for life, because, realize some people die every day. They don't get the chance. Some people get sick. Some people lose their ability to walk, to run. Some people in other countries, like other women in other countries, they can't study, they can't go to school, they don't have any of the rights that I do, that we do. We are so blessed. it's hard to see that. I'm not saying that you're like a bad person for feeling bad, because I struggled with that too. I was like, I feel so ungrateful, like, wow, how dare I cry and feel bad when all of the other people have it like that. And I'm like, now I just realize it's not that that makes me a bad person. It's not, because everyone goes through their own things, and we all have our own mindsets and visions and ideas of life. But I do think that it's important to look at the things that are positive in your life, because if you focus on the negative, that's what will get bigger. Like, the more you focus on something, the more you will see of that in your life. And I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm not an expert in it, definitely not, but the past couple of weeks I've been like really looking into, manifesting and spirituality, and I like to believe that we can create the world in our own head and get that reflected back to us. Like, if we align with something in our head, like if I feel like I am this kind of person, and not I'm going to be, no, I am. Let's just say I am confident, and I keep telling myself, and not like I'm confident, no, like truly believing it. I'm confident, and repeating it to myself. Just seeing that as normal, and not with the thought of I know it's hard, because I used to say it like I'm confident, but in my head I thought like, no, I'm not, but I want to be. And like, no, you gotta make the switch. Like, I decided, because I'm in control. Like, I'm the one who's in control of how I act, who I am. And then you just gotta, if you feel like that in your head, then when you go outside, you'll see things like that reflected back to you. Like, when you feel confident, you act confident. And when you act confident, people are going to see that and are going to be, if, like, I used to be the biggest, loner, and I never talked to anyone. And in my school now, we have like groups of friends, and there was like this very popular group of girls that no one ever talked to, except them, of course, but like no one. And just one day I was like, you know what, fuck it, like, why wouldn't I talk to them? What, they're just human, like, it doesn't matter. Life is just like a playground or something. And I just walked up to them, and I was like, oh my god, I totally like your shoes, good luck with the exams, and I wish you all the best. And they were like so confused, like, why is this person talking to us? And I just smiled, and I walked away. And I don't know, I felt so good after that. I was like, yeah, this is me. I can be the talkative one, the loyal, the funny one, I can be whoever I want to be, as long as I feel like it's part of who I am. Like, it's not faking, it's just becoming who I've always knew I was, but who I've kind of thrown to the background in order to like fit in and be normal. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be normal anymore. I want to be me. I want to stand out. I want to be different. The fact that I'm sitting in front of this camera talking about this is crazy. But yeah, this is me. This is what I want to do. And you can do the same. I mean it. It's crazy. Like, I'm very much of the idea of like, work in silence and like make your, how do you say that? Make your accomplishments, do the noise, make the sound, or something like that. But I can say that I'm like, every day I'm trying to get better. Like, I journal every day, I get to know myself. I'm doing a lot of research at like creating my own business. I'm thinking about like contacting some successful people. I want to make my own book. I have so many dreams. Like, I can be in a movie, but it's crazy. It's too much. I know that too. Like, I'm gonna have to be very specific in one thing. But I know myself for where I came from, because genuinely I always felt like everyone was so much better and deserved so much more. And this might come over once again if you're watching this and you feel like, oh wow, she's so full of herself. Believe me, I'm not. I just finally am experiencing what life can be like if you're kind to yourself, and if you believe in yourself, and if you love yourself. And I so badly want little girls or boys who feel that way, who felt different and feel like they have no place here. I want them to know that they're magic, they're stars, they're meant to shine. Why would you dim your light just to disappear into the darkness? Don't do it. You're meant for so much more. And I don't know what, but I feel like I'm going to achieve a lot. And I hope that whoever's watching this will be, alongside with me there. I just hope everyone finds their own way, as long as it's your way. And I think that's the most important thing. I just realized I've been talking for like half an hour, and I'm trying to remember what I've been talking about, and I have actually no idea. I've been yapping for like half an hour, and I don't know what I've been talking about. I probably said like nothing useful. I'm sorry. No, but I don't know. I'm not posting this video in like the hope that it will become famous, because it won't. I mean, and even if it does, great, but that's not why I'm posting it. I think I'm posting it to prove to myself that I can do what I always thought I couldn't. And also to, like I said, make someone feel seen. Someone who felt alone, misunderstood, different. Let's be aliens together, rocking the alien club. No, but truly, I don't know who you are. I don't, and I do not know what you're going through. But I do know that you can, there's strength in everybody. You have that little voice that does believe in you, no matter what all of the other demons build up around you say. Stop trying to burn them down. Don't do that. Don't rush those demons away. Don't try to fight them off. Look at them and start researching why they're there in the first place. What trauma, what underlying feeling created those demons? And work with that. And you'll see the demons starting to transform into, I don't know, just parts of you. It's like they were never meant to hurt you. They were there because they were created by pain, and they thought that they could protect you. But it's time that you protect them. And you do that by healing yourself, taking the time, and realize that there's no limit on healing. Like, you can take the time you need, all of the time. Life is something strange, and I don't know if we can manifest, if we can't, if everything happens for a reason. If I want to believe that. I really do. And I think that the most important thing is the mindset. Whatever the truth is, I don't even know if there's a truth. Who defines what truth is? The only one who can define your truth is you. You create your reality, what you think, what you want to be real. Make it real in your head. If I want manifestation don't stop. I will contact, but I would love to go, like, I don't know if you know, like Mel Robbins and Jay Shetty and all of, like, those are very famous podcasts, and I would love, I absolutely adore Eddie Pinero. I love him. Wait, what's the name of his podcast again? I know it's Eddie Pinero, like that's his name, but I forgot what the name of the podcast is. I think it's something like, I don't know, wait, let me search it up. Your World Within. Oh, I just realized he also has Within. Okay, that doesn't matter. But yeah, like I would love to be able to travel around the world later and do podcasts with them. I have this dream of, I really want to meet Taylor Swift. Like, I know every girl, like every fan wants to meet, not just girls, I'm sorry. Every fan wants to meet Taylor Swift. But I want to create something with her, like the things that she describes as a young girl growing up, having no friends, feeling different, she had an eating disorder, she went through so much pain. I recognize so much of myself, and I feel like I have this dream of like maybe like creating this song lyrics and her singing it, or I don't even know what, but I want to meet her. She's a part of why I'm still here. A lot of, when I never had friends, the people I looked up to, they were my rescue. Yeah. I'm starting to get really tired, so I don't really know what else I can say. I will get better at this, I promise. When I see myself as a public speaker and a motivational speaker when I'm older, like, it's gonna be way more structured and better than this. I know it's not great, but please, like, bear with me. I've only been doing this for like a couple of, I think this is like my 18th video, and I only have like 1 or 2 videos where I actually talk about something deep, I think. So I'm trying to get better at it, but I just hope this is something that can make you feel understood and connected and loved, because you are. And just know that you can believe in yourself, because I believe in you. I believe in everyone who wants to be something. Just take the first step. That's it. And if that even feels like too much, I get that. Then take the time to heal and rest first. Get to know yourself. Be kind to yourself. But things get better, so please, kiddo, don't give up. Don't use, a solution if you think that you can find a way out. You can't. The only way out is through. And I promise you, you won't regret it. You won't. Okay. You'll find yourself. You'll love yourself. You'll find people that love you once you become the real you. The people that are meant for you will be attracted to your life. Into your life, not to your... You know what I mean? I feel like I embarrassed myself in this video, and that I just yapped about nothing. I had a different idea when I made this video. I wanted to be like, really giving advice, but it's so hard to talk about something like this because I don't know how to explain it to people. How it feels to be different. How heartbreaking and literally just so extremely hard it is. But I don't feel like I don't necessarily have to talk about that. I think we all experience feelings of darkness and hopelessness and stuff like that. So let the message of this video just be that no matter how dark it gets, you can find your own light. You can create it, you can find it, you can hold it, and even when it goes out, you still hold the matches in your hand to put it back on. you're not only worth something or loved when you're sick or when you're depressed, or you deserve all of that. Even, wait, my light. You deserve all of that while being happy and healthy, and you don't need to struggle to deserve help. Help is not a weakness. I mean, needing help is not a weakness. So yeah, I hope this helped somebody. You know, if you're someone who I'm also like looking to, I really want to get my life like going, you know, and I'm looking for like some jobs, or I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. But you know, if you're watching this and by chance you're someone who could use like a writer or anything, call me, contact me. No, I mean, I don't know. I just want to add something to this world, and I really hope that someone will see this who maybe, you know, I'm so passionate about creating a change and becoming something and making something of myself. Maybe someone will see this who contacts me and like, I don't know, I'm dreaming. We'll see what happens, but for now, I just hope that you had something to this video, you know, that it helped you feel more understood. I know this was actually like a really shitty video, and I'm doubting if I should post it. But, you know, just know that you can contact me if you want to like talk personally. I would love that. I have time for you. I don't mind it at all. So, you know, just be kind to yourself and know that things get better. They really do. Okay? Okay. I'll see you soon. Good night. I think I just took a photo instead of stopping the video. Maybe it's a good thumbnail. Who knows? Thumbnails, wait. I can make them during the video. Oh my god, wait. This is gonna be awkward, but I don't care. Great, that was awkward, but now it's done. So, I'll see you in